everyone. Welcome to the Girl from Schenectady podcast. I am your amazing host, Aduayo Magic Kodumi, aka Ayo Magic, the girl from Schenectady. Welcome to season 3. I know I've been gone for a while. I've had a lot going on, which I can't wait to share with you guys this season. But first, I want to introduce my amazing guest that I have here today. He's one of the actors in my new upcoming play, Love Hurdle, which is going to be opening this month. I'm going to be having a stage reading September 20th and 22nd. I'll give you more details on that. But I'm excited to have him because he's an amazing actor. And I'm going to read his bio and then I'll introduce who he is. So his name is Paul Archer. From the age of 11, Paul was drawn to entertain audiences. He appeared in theatrical plays and was even cast as the narrator in Cork Productions' Feeling Good About Me in Houston, Texas. After being picked up by his first agency, Paul began booking major national commercials for Nike, Geico, and other known brands before starting acting school with Steven Snyder in Los Angeles. His role as the Christian teenager on Friday Night Lights, one of the most acclaimed shows on NBC, allowed Paul to co-star alongside Minka Kelly. He decided to move to Los Angeles to make greater endeavors in the acting world. And since he's been here, he has had several co-starring roles alongside Quinto Bronson in Abbott Elementary, Boris Kodjoe in Station 19, Maurice Chestnut, and more recently, Amy Poehler and Tina Fey in the hit movie Wine Country. In addition to acting, Paul's talents include directing. And his most recent project is the pilot, Can You Hear Us? Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Mr. Paul Archer. Hello, sir.
How are you doing, ma'am? Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
I'm excited.
Yes. Oh, and I forgot to read your quote, your favorite scripture. You said, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
That's right.
Philippians 4:13. I like that one too.
Amen. Because we can.
Yes, because you can. That's right. I love it. I'm excited for this conversation today. You're just incredible.
Thank you.
From what I know about you so far, I feel like you have a really extensive background and a great story, to tell. So, but first, before we get into everything, I would like to start off with a quote. So I found this quote that I wanted to get your opinion about. Okay. Tell me what you think. So it says, all journeys have secret destinations of which the traveler is unaware, by Martin Buber.
All journeys have secret destinations which is the traveler is not aware. My opinion about it, I feel like it's kind of a faith walk. Yes. Where I grew up traditionally, my dad's a minister. My mom's a minister as well. Okay. And so I learned a lot about faith growing up. So you never know where God is taking you. Mm-hmm. You might have good days, and I don't believe in bad days, but I do believe in character building days. So I don't say bad days. Okay. A day that God is trying to test your character. Mm-hmm. So for that quote for me speaks to the having faith and trusting God no matter where the journey may take you. Yes. Just knowing that, hey, God, you can fight my battles and I'm putting my problems in your hand, and I'm going to hold your hand, Lord, and go where you need me to go. Yeah. Because whatever you're doing and you're trying to take me to somewhere that I've been saying I want to go, or you've purposed or destined for my life. Mm-hmm. So that's why I see that with that quote.
Oh, wow. That's so good. I love that. At first, when I first read it, it gave me chills because it made me nervous because I was like, wait, I don't know where I'm going ever. Like we don't know where our journey is going to lead. No matter how much we try to plan and think we know where we're going, you don't know how things are going to end up. You don't know how it's going to shift you or change you. You never know the outcome of anything. So in a way, it was exciting for me, but then at the same time, I was afraid. I was like, that's a little scary.
Which is normal. Fear is normal.
Yeah.
Life gonna life.
Yeah.
Even when you got it all, get calendar all checked off and things happen.
Yes.
But yeah, God.
But when I put God in it and I'm like, God, no, you're holding my hand in the dark. Like you're holding my hand in the dark. Yeah. Because I had a dream about that a while back that I was walking in the dark and somebody was holding my hand. I didn't know it was God. It was actually my brother. I told him the dream and he was like, that I thought it was my brother, and he was like, no, that was God, Io, that was holding your hand in the dream. I was like,
I love that.
I know. So you just reminded me of that when you just said that. So that made me feel better about this quote now, because I'm like, oh, God's holding my hand. I'm gonna be fine.
God got you. Just trust him, and through the tears and the crying and the don't know what look, just trust him. It's gonna be all right. He got you. So.
I love that. I love that. Well, moving on. I also have another. This one's kind of also another quote, but I wanted it to kind of start off the conversation. Okay. It's by Gail Carson. He says, "We can't let the past define us. We have the power to overcome old patterns and pain in order to create the life we want and deserve." Do you agree or disagree with that?
I agree with that. I believe the past is the past, but every day is every day that you wake up and open your eyes, God gives you another opportunity to grow. So no matter who you were, you can still grow and get better. Yeah. There's this thing I think about where people be like, I'm this way because my mama this way. That's why I'm like this way. Mom, because my dad was this way. I don't believe that. That's a choice. You can always go this direction. You don't have to keep going that direction because your mom, your grandma, everybody in the family did that. So you can always go in this direction. So I can agree with that. The past doesn't have to define you. You can look at the past and see where you've made mistakes, where you've I call it failing forward. You fail, but you fail your way forward. I always say you can always fail your way forward, and the past doesn't have to define you. Yeah. It's just what you make it.
It's what you make
Growth is every day. It's an everyday action thing, not just talking. Doing the action of doing. So yeah.
Oh, I love that. Oh, that's so good. Yeah. This quote, this actually empowered me, honestly. The part where it said, we have the power to overcome old patterns and pain, right? In order to create the life that we want and deserve. Yeah. And that made me think, like, realizing how much power and control we do have, and over the things we have power and control over, because I know for me, ever since COVID happened, it's been the fear of the unknown. Like you just never know. Life is full of all this, ups and downs and things you don't know what's going to happen. Right. And it's like this fear would come over me, like when I would think about stuff like that.
A lot of Americans, probably a lot of people.
Yeah. And like, I just love the fact I'm like, no, I actually have the power to control how I feel, and I can control the outcome based on how I'm reacting to what's going on in my life. So if I'm reacting in a positive, healthy way, and I know I have that power to react and to have that positive attitude over what I'm going through, I know I can create my future. I can change certain habits in my life. Exactly. I can create where I want to go. I can create in a way, I guess, unlike the other quote, create the outcome without knowing the outcome, but I'm creating it because I'm trusting that I have the power, I have the power to like control my emotions and you know what I mean? And not be afraid or fearful, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. And you can do that practically by what you say. Your words breathe life or death. Your tongue is powerful.
Yes.
So controlling what you say. I'm a bad day. I'm worried about this. No. Speak. No, I know, God, whatever you're taking me through, Lord.
Yeah.
I don't know where you're taking me, but I trust you.
Yeah.
I can do all things. That goes back to my quote. I can do all things through Christ, the scripture.
Yep.
I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I'm trusting you, Lord. I believe in myself today. Like you said, speaking positively, doing those things. Some people laugh at it, but it's powerful. What you're speaking becomes your reality.
Yes.
Wherever you're hanging around, how they speaking is going into your ears and creating your reality, because you're regurgitating a lot of things, the movies you watch, the things you hear, the people, you know what I'm saying? The people that you hang around. Yeah. So that's affecting you. So that's how you can control it better, your environment. So if it's environments you shouldn't be in because it's affecting you, physically, you might want to take yourself out that environment.
Yes.
Some people that's your family too, and just love them from afar and show them what love looks like. Does that make sense?
Yes, it makes sense.
But your words, that's a practical way that we can do that. That I do personally. So.
Oh, wow. I love that. Oh, that's good, Paul. Woo. Full of wisdom today. This man. Okay.
Oh, man. Oh, Lord.
Well, moving on. All right. And this is still kind of part of what we've been, the trailing over. I want to kind of continue here, but shift it a little bit. So we can't avoid changes or obstacles in our lives. It's going to happen. Change is going to happen. Obstacles are going to happen, right? But we can be transformed by them. So, Paul, I want you to describe a moment in your life that you can relate to with this.
That I was transformed?
Yeah, like where something happened in your life, whether it was an obstacle or just a change that you didn't expect, and it transformed you, either in a good way or a bad way, or I guess that, however you think.
Okay, all right. So, I don't know how long we got, but
The short version.
Man, sorry. Okay, I had surgery. in 2018.
Really?
Yeah, I work out all the time, pretty fit. I eat healthy. I try to at least 90% of the time. But I started getting dizzy spells. Went to the hospital, and the doctor said you need your appendix taken out.
What?
So, so I had my appendix taken out, and I'm sitting in the hospital, and the doctor, after. You're really sore after they take laparoscopic surgery. Took my appendix out, so I was really sore.
Okay.
And I remember walking around my floor, and everybody, I see people in the hospital in their beds, and they can't move either. They can't move, because I started being able to move now.
Yeah.
And I looked out the window, looking at everything I took for granted, like people using their limbs and running, and we take those. I had a moment where it transformed me, and we take these things for granted. So the doctor came in there and was like, some of the people will never leave here in these rooms. They're dealing with some serious issues without saying what they were dealing with.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa. So they kind of transformed me mentally, and to know that you're here for a moment, but you'll be better in a week or two. You'll heal up.
Yeah.
But some people won't leave this place. So it transformed me to tell me, and it could have been God telling me that take care of the temple that I've given you. Take care of it. And to a lot of people that hear my voice, really take care of your limbs. Get out there and move your body.
Yes.
Read books and study and feed your mind, not just physical nourishment with food. Feed your mind books and listen to pastors and things off YouTube that's with worth of growth. Things that help grow you, or motivational stuff. Anything that can empower you is what I'm saying.
Okay.
But a lot that really transformed me, to let me know, like, man, this life is really short. Take advantage of what you have and give. Be a servant to and a steward to others, and give to people. So I had a moment there. So,
my!
Hopefully that.
Thank you for sharing that.
Oh yeah.
That's, oh my goodness. I can't even imagine. Yeah, like I know the things we take for granted every day. Like
Every day.
I might complain about like little things in my life. Like I don't have this type of car. I don't have this, and I'm like, yeah, but girl, you didn't have to have surgery and have a kidney taken out. You haven't had things where you have your legs. Like I can walk. Like I have my feet. I have my arms. I have sight. Like it's just, it makes me think about things that we just take for granted, and just living in gratitude.
I agree.
I'm very big on that too.
Some people do those gratitude journals. I thought, you ever done one of those?
I don't do a gratitude journal. I speak it out loud, because when I pray, when I'm in my prayer mode and I talk to God, I just say it out loud every day.
I love that.
Yeah, I do have a journal, but I just get lazy with writing.
Yeah, you gotta be on it. Yeah, you gotta I've never done one gratitude journal, but it's worked. I write my goals out. I don't do it every morning. I'm not gonna lie and say that, but I try to write them out every morning. Your goals, at least 5 goals that you have that you can be excited about, to get up in the morning and go try to
accomplish every day. Well, you try to do it every day.
I don't do it every day. Some days I forget. And then I do them at night, falling asleep, or so.
Oh my God, that's good. I like that. I
like
the
something
goals.
to be excited about.
To be excited about, like every day when you wake up, like have something that you're really looking forward to.
Yeah, looking forward to.
Instead of, oh my God, I'm waking up a day.
Monday.
Yeah, the same days, different stuff.
Be excited about something. Have purpose for your life. It excites you.
Yes, that's so good. Oh man, I love that. I love that so much. My God, thank you for sharing that.
Course.
And I'm glad you're okay. So you're okay now. And
I'm healed up. You want to see the scars?
Healed up.
No, I got the scars healed up. This is 2018, but I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, good. Of course, absolutely. All right. Well, moving on. So I want to talk about Love Hurdle, new play.
All right. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you so much.
You're doing so much.
Thank
Gotta keep up with everything you're doing.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Let me tell you, it's been a struggle. It's rough, but I'm just, like I say, I give thanks every single day, every little thing I get to do. And more importantly, I love working with amazing actors and humans like you.
Thank you.
And like casting you guys in my projects. And like that's the best part for me, honestly. It's the best part. Yeah. Like just being able to cast and hire actors and pay actors and put you guys up on the platform and let people see how amazing you are, Yeah,
and I appreciate
it. To me, that's the best part. Yeah.
You're creating opportunity for other people. Like that won't sometimes won't get the opportunity from their agent or book something. So when you're creating opportunity. I love that.
Yeah, thank you. I know, I loved it. I love it. I just think God just put it in my heart that that's my purpose. That's part of my purpose. As much as I love acting and doing everything else, I love. I can still do both. I can still keep doing it all. I'm gonna keep doing it all.
Yeah, keep doing. Steven Spielberg, call her.
Yes, please call me. I'm waiting. Yes. Yes. Anyway, so so what I wanted to ask you about was building character work. So for your character in Darren Nelson, he's got a lot of layers, this guy, because he kind of starts off a certain nice guy, you know. I don't know if you ever saw that movie The Perfect Guy with Sanaa Lathan and Michael Healy and Morris Chestnut.
Boy, it's crazy.
It was crazy, but it's so funny that I thought about that after I wrote the script. I didn't think about it when I was writing it, but after I wrote the script, I thought about that, and I was like, wow, Darren kind of may mimic Michael Healy's character a little bit, just a little bit. Yeah. So I'm just curious, like, what your process is in developing a character when you get these scripts. Like, how do you go into the roles?
Well, I look. It depends on the script with Darren. You know, I kind of saw. He comes off as this nice guy in the beginning. Oh, baby, I love you and everything. Then he has, we know where he goes. Not trying to give you audience everything, but come see the
stage reading.
It's amazing. She wrote an amazing play.
Thank you.
Stage reading, but I get the script. I just read it flatly. I read it flat first of all, and I see little moments. The second time I read it, as far as my process of how it relates to me, and if it doesn't. I try to like build upon if it's a TV show, let's talk about TV film. I watch the show. If I haven't seen the show before, I watch the show on YouTube or pull it up to find the tone, the pace. Usually comedies have faster paces, more dramatic shows. If it's TV, it's still it's a quicker pace than film, but it's still beats and moments that you have. So I kind of go do my research with that, and then I come back and I start my memorization, and then I run lines with someone online or a friend. And then I start finding little moments here and there. Then I get away from it. I go away from it. And then it depends on how many pages. If it's like 10 pages, I might I'll do a little more work with it. But if it's something conversational, I can get that. Long as I have it memorized and I have some ideas about it, the character, then my research on the day, then I make some more choices so they be fresh. You don't kind of like want to live in that moment, and so I don't want to be thinking about the words. I want to be in that moment. If that makes sense.
Absolutely. That makes 100% sense.
It's fresh.
Yes. I love that. You know what I wanted to tell you really quick is that when I did my short film Salsa Love that I did. Which is in the film festival this weekend.
Go check that out.
Salsa Love, y'all. It was so weird. So one of my friends gave me a really good note to switch one of the lines, just a little, just a tweak, right? And it was a great note. And I took it. I was like, oh, that's a great note. I'm going to take that. Nice. And for some odd reason, each time we kept doing the take, I don't know why I couldn't get the lines out the way that she told me to get it out. And that's when I realized the process the way I work as an actor is what you just said, is that when I'm in the moment, I'm literally not thinking about the lines.
They're in your body.
I'm embodying a character. So I expect the lines to show up. Because I'm in the moment and I'm the character. So it was so crazy that I couldn't get these lines out. And I was like, what's wrong with me? Why can't I get it's the simplest line. It was just a small tweak.
He went that way.
He went that way. And I'm like, why can't I say this line? Like, it was so crazy. And it took I think we had maybe 4 or 5 takes. I kept messing up and I was like, what is going on right now? This is the simplest thing. And then later I realized that my process as an actor, every time, because I've done mostly plays. I'm a playwright, and I've done like 30 years of plays. So this is my first short film that Salsa Love was my first. I've done like small parts, but this is my first lead. In a short. That's what I meant to say. It's my first lead role. Yeah.
Can I get your autograph?
Huh? You gonna get my autograph? I need to get your autograph. Please. You acted with Maurice Chestnut and Quinta, all these people. I need your autograph.
I'm gonna have her call you.
Thank you. They gonna call me for work.
Answer your phone.
I hope so. Please do. Please call me. I'll hire you. I'll hire you, Maurice. Anyways, but he was so crazy to me was that I was just like, oh my God. And then I realized I went back and I was like, oh, that's why I don't think about the lines when I'm working.
That's where you want to be at. And listening. Don't be ready to say the line. Listen. Be in the moment.
Be in the moment.
Be still. Then you'll get it.
And it'll come.
It might sound, it could be a word off sometime, as long as the meaning is still the same.
Yeah.
But you want to keep it the meaning.
Exactly.
Especially auditioning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Woo, thank you. Yeah. That was awesome. Okay, that's fabulous. So moving on. Let's talk more about Love Hurdle. Okay. So one of the female characters in Love Hurdle, she makes more money than her partner.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I know. This is an interesting topic that it comes up a lot. You know, why do you think men have a hard time with women making more money than them? Or maybe you think maybe some men don't have a problem with that.
So why do I think men have a problem?
Why do you think the men that do? Yeah, why do they have a problem with women making more money than them? Like in a relationship, like the woman's the breadwinner, or she's making, I don't know, 6 figures and he's making, I don't know, 30K or something.
I got you. So I only can speak from my point of view. Right. Coming from the South, from Houston, Texas. Okay. Traditionally, the man ran the show, but he led by being the breadwinner. Okay. Go out and kill the food and bring it back in Texas in the country. We were the breadwinners. So our parents, I'm sorry, my mom's my grandma and on down with just cook everything. So we was the breadwinner. We make the money and everything. So now that times have changed, we're in 2024. Women making money, making moves. I think it's just traditionally we're so used to that. We're conditioned to leading and taking care of everything. So now you tell a man, I don't know about these new age men. Some of these men, I don't know if you know a couple of these men, but they want to lay on to that girl and you gonna make the money. They want to be lazy. I don't believe in that. I don't subscribe to that. No, I believe that a man should get out there and work. Man don't work, don't eat. But there's a couple cases where a man will try to lean onto a woman, but there's traditionally we're just conditioned to be the breadwinner, so it may affect us if we lose our job or we're not making 85,000 and we're making 85, she making 105, she's doing more. But for me personally, I want her to win. If it affects me, but I'm okay if my baby making more money than me. I'm bringing 85 in, she bringing 100 in. Now we got 185, and now we go to Tahiti tomorrow. And take a week off. So I ain't tripping. Yeah. But everybody don't think like that. It depends on where the person was. It could be their background, the person's raised, what they believe in, who they're hanging around again. That affects them. Just kind of giving something along that lines. There's an analogy I like to think about where I grew up, your men were given praise for how many women you mess with. You mess with these women. You got all the women. Yeah. But that's not cool. And that's backwards. That's backwards. So, but that's one thing we're conditioned to hear from older men, which is sad. Like how many women you mess with you got all the women. And it's really embarrassing when you hear 60, 70, 80-year-old people say like, I'm embarrassed for you when you're telling me that. So does that kind of make sense?
Yes,
what I'm saying?
Does.
So it's just a backwards mind. It's just I don't like that mindset. But I'm okay with my baby making more money. I'm gonna try to beat her. I'm competitive now. Right. But still,
You say you're competitive.
I'm very competitive. Yeah,
you're gonna try to still make more than her.
I will try. Right. Or let's say I'm gonna try to make. Because most times I notice in my relationship in history personally is she's competitive. I tend to like attract it kind of like who I am. Yeah, competitive women. So we might compete now. If I make if she's making 105, I'm gonna try to make money as well. Because in the industry, you can make 85,000 or you can make 44 one year, or you can make 100K, 6 figures one year. It's just up and down. Okay. In my case, and probably a lot of actors as well. Yeah. Definitely. It just goes. You have your moment. COVID went and nobody wasn't working, but the next year you'll make 60. It just depends. But but it's conditioning. It's a conditioning thing.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you, and I love that you just said that it changes. I know a lot of my friends that are married. They've already like we've talked about it, how they're. My friend, she said sometimes her husband's income is a certain amount, and then her, and he's the breadwinner, and then sometimes, and then his income, he got laid off, whatever, and then she's the breadwinner. So it's like you just don't know, so you have to think of it as a partnership. You guys are a team. You're a partnership. It's not about, you need to make more money or this, but no, your money is my money is your money. Like we have to have that partnership.
It comes back to communication.
And communicating and just like having that balance of what works for both of you, right? But it's just I hear this topic talked about a whole lot, and I just always wondered about it, and I was just like, You could be with a woman who's successful. Yeah. If you don't have a lot, she can help you get to where you want to be. You know what I mean? Helpmate. Like, right? Doesn't the Bible say who finds a wife finds a good God finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You got these people men out there. No, I love that. Some men trying to do it on their own, but you find a woman, she not gonna be perfect. You might not be perfect, but you come together, then work it together. But if you're making $185,000 my idea where you can do 4 vacations as opposed to 1 because you not making it, you can do more. I feel like you can do more. You can eat a little better. Quality of living goes up. Yeah. Better house, better whatever you're doing with your house, apartment. Yeah. But that's how I think about it. We are a team. It's just not about me, but I feel like sometimes some of these men and maybe some women on that side as well, if the question was flipped, be like, I'm not a man if I don't make as much money, but it doesn't affect me personally. Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Yeah. It's so weird. Yeah, because some men, I've heard men say they're not even gonna date a woman that makes a certain amount of money more than them because they need to feel like the breadwinner. And I'm like, money, money's not the only thing that makes you the breadwinner. Like,
we put so much value on money. Yeah, there's so much other valuable.
Yeah, like I'm just like, because for me personally, let's be real. Okay, so yeah, of course it would be nice to have a guy who's successful. I'm not saying I want a broke dude. I don't. But there's a lot more important things in a relationship that I think has more value in a man than how much money he makes. Yeah, you know what I mean?
I agree.
For me, like I'm just like, I'm looking for, is he going to cheat on me? Can I trust him? Yeah. Who does he keep? Who keeps him accountable? Like these important things versus does he drive a Bentley? Like, can he take me to like the Four Seasons? How often?
But some women look for that too as well. Yes. And I think time is actually currency too. Is he going to spend time with you? That could be currency, not just spend money. Are you not just spending time? Are you actually there with me as opposed to on your phone? You spend. Do I feel like you're there? That's important.
Good. That's good.
The time can be currency. Everything. Don't cheat on me though. You don't cheat and all the other stuff. But can he or she make me laugh or enjoyable? Do we vibe?
Exactly.
Do we even got to talk? Can we just be in the moment with each other and we enjoy that? But these are things that some of society tries to teach us. I must say he ain't 6 foot tall or she ain't a breadwinner. You know what I'm saying? Like on this Instagram and social media, they try to teach you that, and that's not what it's about.
Exactly.
And you end up being single for a long time and wondering like why. And your girlfriend is telling you thing in your ear. Don't listen to all your girlfriends. Don't listen to your boyfriends. You gotta know what God says and what's good for you. Exactly. But don't be believing everything. Find out for yourself and be like, well, I don't need nobody to make me laugh. But I just want you to be there and don't cheat on me and communicate with me that you gotta leave, get the kids, whatever that look like. Yeah. But all that money. Yeah. Now if you want to be broke, make sure you're working. Right. The broke, I almost said something, but if he ain't working, he taking months off, he ain't trying to work, or she ain't you might need to make some moves. Call it what it is. Yeah. Not what they talk about. Anybody, I got the gift of gab, but when people show you with their actions, that tells you who they are over extended amount of time. Watch the actions, not the words. Yes. So
oh my goodness, that's so good. Woo! About to start preaching over here. Okay. Yes, it's the action, not the words. Yes, I agree. Yeah, oh my goodness, you dropped so many nuggets there. Like my brain was just like going the whole time you're talking. But what I just thought about is a lot of people have been like talking about is like how there's certain restaurants that like they don't want to go to for a date, like Cheesecake Factory. All of a sudden, there's something wrong with Cheesecake Factory. I'm confused because I love Cheesecake Factory.
You like cheesecake?
I love Cheesecake Factory.
You had the cheesecake?
I love the cheesecake, and they have some salmon. They have the salmon meal that I love. They have.
Why is that, you think? Why do you think? Because a girl posted a list of places that she wouldn't want to go. Yeah. Where did that come from? Where do you think that originated from?
I don't know where it comes from, but I do know it's ridiculous. Yeah. I think it still has to do with that whole thing of like, I need a man to make a certain amount, and you need to spend a certain amount of money on me when you take me out.
But sweetheart, it's the first date.
Exactly.
Where you want to go? Ruth Chris on the first date? Like, I'm trying to get to know you. Like, well, there might even be a second date, or there may be. How do I know? What are we doing here? Do I need to drop $500 to show that I'm balling? Or do I want to get to know you and just talk? We go to a park. We go to Starbucks and talk. But if you want to go to a restaurant, have lunch, I get it. You might be hungry. But all this lists of Cheesecake Factories on lists, that's ridiculous to me.
It is.
And that's just sad. It's actually sad.
It is sad. I agree. I totally agree. It's so strange to me. I don't understand. Just, I just think women and men too, maybe some men are like that too. Like, we just have to look, especially in LA, these LA streets, people are just, their values are just so like, man, all over the place. Yep. And I'm just like, you all are looking for the wrong things. Yeah. You need to like.
But who are we inspiring next? The youth are watching us.
Yes.
Oh, the kids see that. Well, I guess I should listen to all the best rap songs, cuss people out in my because I used to be a teacher at some point out. So I hear what the kids saying, they regurgitate what they hear, what mama's saying and daddy's saying, or what sister, brother, rap songs, and I listen to some rappers too. But sometimes you got to be careful what you listening to because it's affecting you. So. With all that said, that social media and the media part, even like you say in LA, some people are saying some stuff. A lot of people live in these loose lives, and you got to be more intentional with your life, or you're gonna fall for just anything. I think there's a quote with that. If you don't stand for something, you fall for anything. I think that's truth behind that.
Yes.
I'm sure I'm shaking your mic.
It's okay.
But there's a lot of truth behind that, whether you like it or not. Whether you might not be the most popular after you say those things, but it's okay. Yeah. I want to be popular with the Lord.
Thank you.
I want to go to heaven.
Come on.
Don't worry about what you're saying.
Come on.
So, but Satan try to make you think all that's fun, but it's really taking you to hell. You want to go here.
Yeah.
So you might have to leave that alone.
Oh, I love it.
Not saying I'm perfect, but I'm saying
I love it.
They try. Nice.
I love that. Oh my goodness. You better preach.
I was saying, daddy coming through.
We're making great timing. Ooh, I love it. I have one more question that I wanted to ask you about. Really quick, how important do you think it is for actors to build healthy relationships with directors, casting directors, or producers in the entertainment industry?
Oh man!
And I'll let you speak, but I've been dealing with some stuff with actors, and I just want to get your opinion on that first, and then I'll tell you the stuff that I've been dealing with. Okay.
Yeah. On a scale of 1 to 10, it's a 20. The relation, in my experience, and not talking to other people that's been in the business 30 years, I've been in the business 14 years.
Okay.
Relationships, everything. I wouldn't do no weird stuff, because they got people trying to, some people try to get over on you, or young women especially, or some men too, because of their position, or Mr. EP or director or producer, whatever. So you do these things, but a genuine relationship, with, hey, I can bring this value to your TV show. And that's what I've done on shows such as Rosewood, where I let them know.
Shows. I love that show so much.
So good.
I didn't miss one episode. I was so mad it got canceled. But go ahead.
I know, that was so
good.
I know,
it was such a good show.
My dad was like, "Can you get that show back, Paul?" I can't tell Morris to get the show, but they don't mean no. My dad don't mean no. Love you, Daddy. But it's the relationships is integral. Like 90% of the work I've gotten is through who I know, and 10% is through auditions.
Wow.
So that should let alone. I have 37 credits in TV shows and movies, and that's through who I know. But I always let people know, like, the value that because you're getting paid for value no matter who you are in the marketplace. What kind of value do you bring? Sales 101. So I can bring comedy to your comedy show. Well, Paul, let me see your resume. You're real. Oh, wow. You're really good. I'll give you an opportunity. Oh, and opportunities come that way. Yeah. But you want to build strong relationships. You don't have to know everybody. Build 3 good relationships in Hollywood with casting directors that know you. You go to those same 3 offices and do 10 auditions for this different roles. You'll book the 11th thing sometimes. Yes. But you got to stay in it and build good relationships. And that's not begging people. The biggest business card you can have is showing up on time, doing good work, and being a good, genuine person. Oof. You ain't got to fake nothing. You ain't got to take off your clothes and shake nothing for a little something, strange. But you just got to be genuine. Do good work. And that's what I tell people. Some people laugh at me like, I ain't finna take no effing class and take you playing everything one note. You're not booking nothing because you have no levels and layers to your characters, the colors to your characters you're doing. Just take a class. Yeah. I am not paying $400 for an LA class. Okay, well, you'll never work. They got friends that haven't worked because they don't take class. Yeah. So I tell newer actors and even actors that have been in it, build relationships with people, compliment people. I love your hair when I go to sets. If it's genuine, oh, I love your hair, I love your shoes. Oh, well, cool, thank you so much. Where you from? I'm Paul. I'm from Texas. Oh, cool. You have a nice Southern accent. We have a role coming up next season. Could you come up read for it? Things come up like that when you start conversation, as opposed to I don't want to talk to them. I want to keep it to myself. you got to speak out and let people know what you're here to do, because life is like that.
It's like that.
Yeah, but I say it's important.
It's important. It's major important. Absolutely. I mean, because I talk about it a million times on my last season of Girl from Schenectady podcast. I went on and on and on about it because in the short time that I've been writing and producing and casting, I've dealt with a lot with actors, like a lot. And it's been really like mind blowing. And I just didn't understand how it just seemed like people weren't taking advantage of opportunities, and like just kind of just throwing things away, and, there's been a few incidents, but there was one incident that happened when I did my short film, Salsa Love, with one of my friends. And well, one of the cast, I should say. He's not my friend, but I talked about it with one of my friends. So it happened, one of the actors in Salsa Love, but I talked about it with one of my friends who's in the business, and she's been in the business for years, and she's dealt with a lot. And she, she tells me all the time too, like some actors are just so difficult to work with. They deal with and like they don't respect you. They walk all over you. They try to tell the casting director, the producer, or the director what to do and how things should go. Yeah.
What set is this?
Yes.
Where is this happening?
And yes, exactly. Because the thing with me too, also, I guess what made it hard is because I'm also an actor, like my last film, because I'm the actor, I'm on set and I'm acting alongside the other actor. So they think we're in the same boat and they could like kind of tell me, criticize, or give me, things. And I'm like, no, I'm cutting your check at the end of this. So, you can't just like be telling me, oh yeah, this is how this should go, and
But I wrote this. You wrote.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah. Like it's just been a lot. It's been a lot.
There's so many stories. I'm sorry. I heard one story like that on 911. The girl told the director and they let her go. Like, oh no, you think you are? They let her go.
Really?
But other than that, it's very rare. But if you're writing it, you're creating it. No. This attitude that you're having, who you think you are, when you ain't even got credits, you don't have much. I don't know who Ayo will be. I know what you're doing right now.
Right.
In 7 years.
Exactly.
You might be the new.
See?
But you gotta be careful. But you talk crazy to me, and I'm not trying to be mean to you. But no, thank you. You show me who you are.
Yeah.
I'm gonna believe just that who you are.
Yes.
But you messed up your opportunity. Now Ayo is all through Hollywood,
working with Tyler Perry, working with Lee Daniels. You are
the next Lee Daniels. You are the next Tyler Perry with your 18 acres of studio.
Yes.
But you don't know that, so don't try. You got to be careful. So let me just play my lane.
Yeah.
And I'm make a suggestion. Oh, okay, but you want to like this because it makes better for the story.
Exactly.
It's not about you. It's about the story that you've written. It's not. And I want to, but if it doesn't make sense, you wrote the story.
Yeah.
For a reason.
For a reason. Yes.
Yeah. I see. I know what you're saying. I've heard horror stories too, but very rare when I'm on like a major set. Oh, I saw that girl. They let her go. She tried to tell the director, "Well, I don't want to do it that way." Like. And everybody looked up like, oh, you want, okay. And then you didn't see her no more. Like, everybody, where'd she go? Like, she gone. Who you think you talking to? Like this, man, they got some of them shots I heard are $90,000 per 30 minutes or something like that just to get these shots. So, but even on like independent film, people be knocking in, let me know if I'm going to cut you off.
It's okay. Keep going.
Some people be knocking independent films and have no credits. Where you think you're going to get credit? Where you think you're gonna get practice at with student films? I started with student films before I was on major films with Maurice Chestnut, Quinta, and Netflix movies that I'm in right now.
Yeah,
I did the student films, but some people, not my friends, but some people like, I ain't doing no student films. I'm not doing no independent stuff. Not getting paid. Where you gonna get practice? Who gonna trust you for $90,000 for 30 minutes to give you an opportunity?
Yeah.
As opposed, you know what I mean? Like we want to see a resume, even if it's one training class, one student film. Show me something that you're trying.
Exactly.
If I don't, I'm not going to sign you with my agency or my manager or put you in Ayo's Love Hurdle because you don't understand beat, tone, the basics.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not going to risk it on the day of the play or the stage read.
Oh, I love it.
I love you though. Just come back. You can come back. So,
yeah. Oh my goodness. I love that. That's exactly. Yeah. You basically went in the direction I was going into, which is a few things. Is first of all, you've worked a lot, and I think for the 25, 30 years that I've been in this business, and all my friends that are literally hardworking actors, like have supporting roles and starring roles and stuff, they're likable. They have a likable personality. they're constantly always getting hired. They're always working,
nice.
And I noticed that. I was like, there's a pattern here. Everyone that I know that's likable, that's professional, that shows up, responds to emails. That is a big thing for me. Let me tell you, I'm so big on that. I talked about that. Some actors who don't respond to my emails for 3 to 4 days, I had to let them go. I was like, I'm sorry, this is not going to work out.
Just
you need to respond. Communication. They don't know how important that is, So just simple things like that. And but yeah, it's like a pattern. Like if you're likable, you're respectable, you're professional, people gonna see that. They're gonna remember you.
Yeah, I agree.
And it happens in Hollywood. Like, don't you see all the major casting directors and producers working with the same actors over and over again?
Put them in different stories.
In different stories every time.
Marvel, everything.
And I'm doing that too. Yeah. And I'm gonna do that too.
And check this out. With you, Ayo, you give me an opportunity to work on your project. Do you understand? And then let's say the newer actor who in the Love Hurdle, whoever wasn't taking heed to what you're saying, this is an opportunity you can invite people to, even if you don't have nothing on your reel, but you don't want to blow up and be a bigger actor, be a little more famous, make more money. You can invite agents, producers that you've been wanting to see your work, casting directors, your friends to see your work. Now, I guess what they're going to do. Talk about it because you've been training, you've been in class. Now you have other opportunities come. You think I didn't invite everybody I knew to this? No, I did. So they can see it. I posted on Facebook and social media. It lets people know that you're working, because in my experience, when people know that you're working, they want to hire that person.
Yes.
Success leaves clues.
Yes.
I want to hire Paul Archer. I toot my own horn because Paul is successful because he posts. He got Love Hurdle. He done did that, and he's in just 4 TV shows in the last year. You know what I mean? Because I see that I'm working. But that happens from a small student film that I did, and I posted it, and somebody watched the clip like, oh, that was really good. Can you come to this one and that one and this one? Not, you know what I mean? So it's a trickling thing. But don't talk about small beginnings. Especially when you haven't done
anything.
Nothing.
Exactly.
Take the opportunity.
Yes.
God's going to see, can you take ownership of the small before he can bless you with the big? That might be a scripture.
Yes.
Pick up that penny.
Yes.
So if I give you, you know what I mean? I pick up pennies because I know God can see me picking up these pennies, and hopefully it'll bless me with this $1 million tomorrow. Because I'm probably going to get it. I love it. I'm just saying. But you got, you know what I'm saying though? Like you got to kind of like,
man, I totally agree.
Man, they're everywhere around you. Take advantage. So
yeah, and that's the other thing too. And I love that you just said a lot of actors, they have no experience. They've done maybe 2 things, and they're like, oh yeah, well I only do paying gigs. I had an actor, that I asked him to do a read, to come in for a table read, and he's like, oh, I don't do things that don't pay. And I was like, where's your resume? You didn't even give me a resume. He had no resume at all. And I was like, this is a table read. I was like, table reads don't pay. I don't pay for table reads, but when you get cast in the role, then you will get paid.
Oh, okay.
I told him that. And then after that, he was like, oh, okay, then I'll audition. And I was like, well, it's too late now. I already gave the part away. I gave it to somebody else who didn't say that, who didn't say, oh, I need to get paid before I can do something.
You told him, right? That's a parent. I feel like sometimes like a parent telling their kid that they love, put that down before or do, like scolding them.
Yep.
But you do it because you love. It hurts to tell them that, but I'm doing that because I care.
Yes.
So, Mr. Man, I hire you, and now you're stuttering through the whole thing. You're nervous.
Yeah.
In like I teach nutrition 14 years as well.
Okay.
And I built competence, being able to talk to people and confidence rather through the doing, not the talking about it. The more you do, the more confident you in anything you do. I'm so confident on stage and on front of a camera now, and in talking to clients, because I know I can help you lose 100 pounds or help you get healthy because I've done it so many times. I put the reps in. It's like a muscle. So. And it's not a bragging thing. It's like, I've done it before. I can sit up on this mic and talk to you because I've done it. Does that make sense? So I don't want to take an investment in you on my show and you're not ready. And now you've ruined the whole production. And I am paying you whatever it is. Is that, you know what I mean? So like, let's just dial it back and let's let you do this. But if there's somebody that's barefoot in a country wanting to be in Love Hurdle right now, but can't do it. And I'm giving you this opportunity. No worries. Let me know how it works for you. And I pray it does. But you wasted 5 years when you could have, you could have sped up your success faster. So, I've seen it all. We both probably seen that all. And
we have.
You love them, but you can't make them feed them. You can't.
Mm-hmm. You know what I wanted to tell you too? I just remembered. So there was this girl, this actress. I cast her in my last play. Faith and Love was my last play, and I cast her in it. She said she wanted the part. I said, great, send me your email. I'll send you information. I sent her an email, and I sent her all the information. I sent her the script, and then she just disappeared. She ghosted. I never heard from her.
Just communicate.
But this is the thing. She just submitted herself again for Love Hurdle.
But you just... Why am I gonna book you and you just? What you think?
That's what I'm talking about. I'm like, you think I'm not gonna remember you?
It should have went like this. I'm sorry, something came up. Something serious. Hopefully came up.
Yeah.
But can I keep me in mind? Keep me on the radar, because the line I always use. Y'all can write this down. How can I stay on your radar if I work with somebody before? Can you keep me on? How can I stay on your radar? You take my number, Paul. Take my email.
Yeah.
But it's not a begging thing. It's I make sure I do good work and show up on time. Because a lot of us, I hate to say this, a lot of us don't be punctual, and we got to be on time.
Yes.
Because these people watching you and the way you speak, cussing and doing and profane, all kinds of stuff, the way you talk, that's a part of it as well.
Yeah,
so,
I agree.
But her with that, and I don't know who she is, but that's not good. Just communicate.
It's not.
We adults, right? We not 12. Like, it's like a relationship. It might not be intimate, but it's still relationships. It goes back to what you were saying about relationships.
Exactly.
Build good relationships. I don't know everybody, but the relationships I do have, I go to the casting room with them all the time, and I communicate. If I gotta submit it later, whatever it is, just communicate that with me. It's no problem. Life happens. Things happen. Just let me know.
Just let me know.
That's it.
Exactly.
How hard is that?
It's so simple. Right? And people can't communicate. They can't send emails.
Well, they won't work.
They're not going to work.
Find the ones that can.
Yeah.
Find the one that can.
That's the whole point of what I was saying, that I was like, you respond to my emails. Yes, I watch every little thing, every project that I've done. 90% of the actors that I've gotten that I cast, it's because they sent me their audition tape. Like, they were the first ones to submit their audition tape, first one to respond to the email. They were the first ones to do everything. That's what I look for. I look for your work ethic. I look for acting too. I do want talented actors, but your work ethic is going to stand out more to me than your acting. You could be the best actor on earth, but if you don't know how to respond to my emails, you don't know how to communicate, you're always late, you're always being disrespectful, I'm not going to work with you. I'd rather pick somebody else who has a little bit of the talent. You know what I mean? Over that. So listen, we're out of time, but listen, this was awesome. Paul, you got to come back. I'm going to have you come back. Will you come back?
Anytime you
We got to do this again.
I might sleep here, but I might just stay here.
You are so funny. We got a lot to talk about, and I love that I want to hear more about like your endeavors and the nutrition that you're big on that, and I'm big on that as well. So we're gonna talk about that more next time.
I'm down.
Okay, but before we wrap things up, for viewers that are listening and they want to know a little bit more about you and follow everything you're doing, including Love Hurdle, where can they follow you? Okay, you can follow me on Instagram at Coach Paul. I'm sorry. I changed my Instagram. At Paul_Archer, ARCHER, certified, official after that as well. So you can follow me on Instagram. I'm on Facebook as well under Paul Archer. So that's awesome. And you guys know. Thank you so much. Oh, you're welcome. Are you kidding? We're gonna do this again. This is awesome. I love it. And you guys, thanks for tuning in. Again, I'm Ayo Magic. You can find me on Instagram at AYOMAJEK, right? On all platforms. And please join me for the next episode of the Girl from Schenectady podcast, where I'll have another amazing guests. All right. Talk to you soon. Smooches.